Doesn't Hakimi deserve some sort of Ballon d'Or shouts? Obviously, we know how football works. It's normally the attacking guy, the one that scored the goals and whatnot, that will always be the favourites. And I'm not saying Hakimi should win the Ballon d'Or. We all know at PSG, even the president came out to say if Dembele doesn't win it, it's a disgrace. But we have to pay respect to Achraf Hakimi. Has been the best right back in world football. And he's been in that conversation for at least 5 or 6 years, man. Consistency, offensively, very good. Defensively as well, solid at times. But yeah, man, if you look at his GA this season, it's remarkable. I think he's the defender with the most GA this season. 10 plus goals, 10 plus assists. I don't even know if it's like 11 goals and God knows how many assists, man. He obviously gave an assist again today. And he's been absolutely amazing this season. And his name should be up there. Yeah, with all them Ballon d'Ors. And when the Ballon d'Or is done, he better be higher up in that Ballon d'Or ranking, man. Because he's been absolutely amazing, man. And one of the key factors, the PSG playing well. So you get me? So yeah, shout out to Hakimi. Like I said, the goal Dembele scored today, without Achraf Hakimi, it would have been...
João Neves is a midfield gem, and I'm going to say it again, bro. I wanted him at Manchester United before he even made that move to Paris Saint-Germain. Bro, João Neves was the one to win the ball of Harry Kane. What was Harry Kane doing? Harry Kane loses the ball to João Neves with a beautiful tackle, and then João Neves finds Desiree Doué, assists him, and obviously Desiree Doué finishes it and puts it in the back of the net to make it Paris Saint-Germain 1, Bayern Munich 0. But by the way, Upamecano scoring a goal, offside. Upamecano assisting a goal, Harry Kane scoring offside. How unlucky can Upamecano be today, bro? Upamecano could have got a goal and an assist today. 2 goal contributions. He could have sent Bayern Munich to the semi-finals of the first ever FIFA Club World Cup. But that offside trap caught him out twice. The second one ain't even his fault. I don't know why Harry Kane be making them runs early. Hey, yo, this game has been somewhat entertaining. I ain't gonna lie. It has everything in one. Neuer, from being world class to then making a mistake and redeeming himself on top. I don't think Bayern Munich can score. The game's done, man. PSG are going through. PSG are going through.
PSG have beaten Bayern Munich 2-0 in the quarterfinals of the Club World Cup. They had 2 red cards. 2 red cards. By the way, Neuer was on some bullshit. The Belly could have scored earlier today. Bro, there's 2 offside goals by Bayern Munich by Upamecano and Harry Kane. But Doué with a very good goal. Quiet most of the game. Pacho, red card, 100% deserved. Lucas Hernandez, you just came on, by the way. Red card. And then, of course, the Ballon d'Or winner, Dembele, had to show you guys he's here. He hasn't been around the whole Club World Cup, but he's here right now. What a finish by Dembele. 2-0. The winner of this game, which is PSG, will be facing off against the winner in Real Madrid and Dortmund. Let me know your thoughts. Peak Fight on Twitch. I'll be live for the watch along for that game.
PSG have done it again. 2-0 against Bayern Munich. And PSG had 2 men sent off. I think Anthony Taylor, that was terrible refereeing. He was just trigger heavy. Red card, did not care. Sent off Pacho, sent off Lucas Hernandez for an elbow as well. But I must say this game was so good. Up until half time, Jamal Musiala, a horrific injury. I don't even want to talk about this. I'll talk about it in another video. But at the end of the day, PSG in the second half stepped it up. A big game player, Desiree Doué, scored the first goal, left foot. Manuel Neuer, I guess he was unsighted, but at the same time, he couldn't really see the ball. He slipped and the goal went in. Then PSG took control. They had the red card. And then, of course, Bayern Munich got back into the game. More domination on the ball. Of course, Elise was troubling, but not much apart from that. And then, of course, Dembele comes on. Big game player. Another red card, but somehow Hakimi goes forward, dribbles 3 players and provides a brilliant assist. And Dembele Dembouz, a big game player. Ballon d'Or Dembele, big player Dembouz, scores 2-0. He did hit the bar in the move earlier, but I must say PSG are just those guys right now. I want to give a big shout out to João Neves because, wow. Like I said, a reformed N'Golo Kante, but PSG are through to the semis, and again, they are one of the best teams in the world right now. What a team, what a club. Enrique, for Kubola, make sure you follow.
Oh my God, no! No! Oh my God, no. Please, no. No way, no. Oh my God, no.
What a crazy game that was, man. First off, I want to say Jamal Musiala prayers, man, because that was a terrible injury, and it's really sad, man. Honestly, the way that all happened, and he's probably gonna be out for a very long time. It was just horrible to see. So hopefully he recovers well. He's such a great player too. And it was his first start back in a while too. But back to the game, PSG were able to defeat Bayern. It was a crazy ending to that game. First off, it was back and forth for much of the time, and then Doué got the breakthrough goal, and then Bayern got 2 red cards, which was crazy in that span of in the game. And then Dembele sealed it off with that second goal for PSG. His second appearance at this Club World Cup. PSG, I mean, they're what more can you say about them, man? They just play amazing football. Obviously today Bayern could have won that game. It really could have gotten their way. Not saying like if the injury didn't happen, but even in the second half, Bayern had their chances. And then, do PSG end up winning this whole competition? I think it depends. Like I said, it's going to depend who they play. Will this team do the same against Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid, for example, if they beat Dortmund later today? Will they probably, if they play Dortmund, I think they will easily win that. But other than Real Madrid, I think PSG have a very good shot at winning this competition. But, maybe Chelsea or Fluminense could surprise us. But we'll see, man. What a game. Again, Musiala. It's just sad to see, man.
PSG advanced to the semi-finals of the Club World Cup in a game that can only be described as controversial. Musiala goes down after a first half of Bayern dominance. Donnarumma makes a challenge for the ball, mind you, but something seemed to have happened to Musiala's ankle, so prayers up to him. And this young man right here is special. I'm convinced. He scores nothing but bangers, 2 goals in the final of the Champions League, and now a goal to help propel his team to the semifinals of the Club World Cup. That is performing under pressure in a nutshell. Excited to see what this brother does next season, I can't lie. And after receiving 2 red cards, going down to 9 men, Dembele puts the cherry on top after so much Bayern pressure and celebrates with a touch of class in honor of Diogo Jota. Overall, unlucky for Bayern, but PSG advance.
Look at this Harry Kane guy. You won your first ever trophy. You have a chance of winning a massive trophy to make it your second trophy in a year where you won your first trophy. You go and give a stupid mistake away. But listen, jokes aside though, Bayern Munich today showed that they can compete for the biggest trophies. They are not far off. If you see that Bayern side, of course, a couple more signings, and I even feel like you bring in a different profile than Kane, to rotate with Kane, or, when you need to rest Kane, or even to compete with Kane for the starting number 9 position. Because obviously, Kane, he's quality, he will score goals, but you know what he lacks. He hasn't got that pace to run in behind and stuff. But in terms of link-up play, dropping deep, giving opportunities to his teammates, of course he can do that. But I think they need a different kind of striker as well. Just 2 different weapons, man. Because sometimes against like a PSG side today, of course, the wide guys created a lot of problems. Kane, he was struggling to get into the game, man. Apart from when he dropped a bit deeper. But there's certain games against a PSG where they need that pace in behind to trouble the defense, man. And you saw it at times where Coleman, was almost through on goal, because of his pace. And he was making the runs in behind. And you saw Kane was on the halfway line by then. And Coleman was looking next to him. There was no one there. So you had to try to take things on by himself, man. But yeah, I feel like, Bayern Munich are not far away from competing with the very best, man, which is PSG at the moment.
Pacho for PSG has been sent off against Bayern Munich. This right here is Bayern Munich's chance to make a comeback. Then PSG are down to 10. Pacho will not play in the semi-final as well against Real Madrid or Dortmund. This right here, 100% red card. I don't know what the hell Pacho's up to. Put up to the Twitch right now called Peak Fire. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is this a red card or not? To me, 100% it is.
I think people need to relax with blaming Donnarumma for the Musiala injury. Now, I understand that he went for the ball, and when he went for the ball, his body also it clashed with Musiala, and it led to the injury. So I understand that he plays a big role on Musiala's injury, but what do you want from Donnarumma? He's a goalkeeper in the Club World Cup. It's the quarterfinals. The ball is inside his box. What do you want him to do? Do you want him not to go for the ball? You can see, I believe, the PSG defender trying to hold the ball off so it would go off for a goal kick. But if you're Donnarumma, you don't know if that ball is going to go out for a goal kick. You don't know. Musiala might get the ball. So he decides to run and jump at the ball as you probably would want your goalkeeper to do. In my opinion, Donnarumma did his job. And unfortunately, it led to this terrible injury on Musiala. But he did his job. I mean, what do you expect him to do? Not go for the ball? And you can see that Donnarumma feels bad about the situation. He feels terrible about the injury. Hopefully, Musiala can bounce back, come back from the injury, and still be the same player. Still move the same way, still dribble the same way.
9 men, Paris Saint-Germain are in the semi-finals of the FIFA Club World Cup, destroying, humbling and embarrassing Bayern Munich 2-0 with a beautiful goal from Desiree Doué and a beautiful assist from João Neves, taking that ball of Harry Kane. And then you got Hakimi with a beautiful dribbling moment, finding Dembele, putting it in the back of the net. And I just want to say, massive respect to Ousmane Dembele. Comes off the bench, gets his goal, and the first thing he does is honour Diogo Jota, doing the iconic Diogo Jota celebration, coming off the bench and scoring to send PSG into the semi-finals, man. What a moment, what a goal, what a team. And yes, I'm gonna say it again, that Hakimi dribbling, bro. Look how many man is on Hakimi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bear in mind, Hakimi has no options and he went past all of them. And he easily found Dembele. Hakimi, insane. One of the best fullbacks we've seen this whole season. When I said this game had it all, I meant it. Desiree Doué scoring a beautiful goal. João Neves winning the ball back and finding him. What a midfield gem. Also, praise to Musiala as well. Fast recovery for Musiala. Hope we can see him back on the pitch as soon as possible. Anthony Taylor giving away 2 red cards, rightfully so. I'm not going to lie, Paris Saint-Germain, red card, it was in the rule book. They are red cards, but it didn't stop them. They're going to win the semi-finals. They might not have Lucas Hernandez, they might not have Pacho, but I do believe Paris Saint-Germain could go ahead and win this whole thing. Real Madrid vs Paris Saint-Germain is up for grabs now if Real Madrid can beat Dortmund later today.
What a weird game of football. Like, it was entertaining, don't get me wrong. But it was just weird because that was not a 2-0 game. I genuinely thought Bayern Munich were the better team, bro. Throughout the entire game for the most part. The way they dominated and most points in that first half, especially Coleman, best player on the pitch in my opinion, the way he was absolutely cooking Hakimi. This was 2017 Kingsley Coleman I was witnessing, bro. Don't know what he had for breakfast, but I need to see more of that. He actually dominated for large portions of the game. I think this is what changed there, man. I mean, Jamal Musiala, I feel so sorry for him, bro. It's like he can't catch a break. His ankle, I mean, I'm not even going to show you the picture because I don't even think it's fit to. It's all over social media anyways. That ankle injury is disgusting. Both PSG and Bayern players couldn't even look at it. They were in that much distress. Right after he came back from a long-term hamstring injury as well. His first couple games of getting back into it, he just got announced that he was going to be the number 10 for Bayern next season. And it looks like he's not going to be playing for at least the rest of this year. However, in contrast to this PSG team, the fact that they can perform that unconvincingly and still get the job done. Bear in mind, they had 9 men. They still won and kept a clean sheet heading into the semi-finals against potential Real Madrid. That is interesting. And if they're able to win this entire Club World Cup and then on top of that win the Super Cup as well against Spurs, I don't see any team stopping these lot, bro. Honestly, I think they will clean up next season.
And that is that. PSG have beaten Bayern Munich and are through to the semi-final of the Club World Cup. The game ended 2-0, goals from Doué and Ousmane Dembele. I did expect PSG to beat Bayern Munich and progress. I also expect PSG to win the whole Club World Cup, and I'm not going to lie, they still look like the best team in the world. But Bayern Munich were very unfortunate, losing Jamal Musiala, their best player, which unfortunately affected them on the pitch but also mentally. And my thoughts and prayers are with Jamal. It didn't look great at all. His ankle looked completely ruptured, whether that's a dislocation or complete just destruction of it, we're yet to tell. But that's pretty much the season over. I expect him to miss the whole season, probably maybe even a bit of the next season. It didn't look great at all. I'm really hoping it isn't a career-impacting injury. Hopefully not. He's had a lot of injury issues this past season as well, so he's been super unfortunate. But overall, even with 9 men, PSG get the job done. I mean, 9 men. It was like they only played like 18 minutes with 9 men. Doué's goal, honestly, for me, hit Neuer. What is he doing? That's your post. You have to protect it. You got flat-footed. You're fit. Neuer's done, bro. Even earlier in the game, he tries to come out, and then he's very lucky that Dembele puts it wide. What are you doing? Genuinely, what are you doing? Dembele's goal was very well worked. Hakimi started it. He played it off to Dembele, who finished it beautifully. But Hakimi went through like 3 or 4 guys. It was a slalom. But yeah, I expect the PSG Real Madrid semi-final. Obviously, yet to see what Madrid are going to do in their game against Dortmund today. But let me know in the comments what you thought about this game, boys. And click that follow button if you haven't already. We're so close to 90k.
Oh, he's in. Hakimi lays it back. Ah, shove that, have you? Have that, Taylor. And have that as well. Your plan didn't work. 2-0 Dembele. Justice. Absolute justice. Have that, Taylor. Your plan didn't work at all. 2-0. How have they done that with men? 10 men. Take that, Taylor. Is it secret agent for Harry Kane, isn't he? That's what it's all about. So PSG with 9 men have basically doubled their lead here. And Dembele had just hit in the Demba before that. The bar. Look at Hakimi here. Took 3 Bayern Munich players out. Lays it back to Dembele. Lovely finish into the bottom corner as well. Side netting. Not quite bottom corner, but... wow, that's justice, that is. Dembele for the Ballon d'Or, says ISO. 9 men as well. Look at Enrique, he's loving that. Anthony Taylor's a prat. Ball don't lie, give Dembele the Ballon d'Or, says Michael.
There you have it, folks. One of the brightest prospects in world football suffering a horrendous injury because of the money-grabbing bastards at the top. I'm not going to show you the detailed image of the injury because it's grim, but it's definitely a 6-month injury. Broken or dislocated ankle. And the question is it worth it? Because he should be, ultimately, sat in Ocean Beach or something like that. And look, I understand that an injury like that can happen in any type of game, but you have this kind of built-up anger when it happens in a game like this. Essentially, a glorified friendly. It's not a glorified friendly to the execs who are making all of the money and creaming all the money off this, but to the players, it is brutal. And I hope he recovers soon because he's one of the most exciting footballers in the world, isn't he? And you don't want to lose him at this age of his career.
PSG, man. Did you just wake up today and choose violence? Because what's going on? Jamal Musiala incident is bad enough. Like that looked horrible. I think it was William Pacho on Goretzka as well. Like, what's going on? Did you man just wake up and just decided you man wanted to break legs today? I just realised that was... My prayers and thoughts go out to Jamal Musiala though. And I'm sorry guys, sometimes I laugh when I'm feeling awkward or nervous or bad moments. I really don't mean it.
My boy Jamal, you know, disappointed, sad about what happened. Obviously, all the only thing we can do is keep him in your thoughts, keep him in your prayers. Hopefully, he gets a speedy recovery. I think right now it's very tough for me to call him and chat with him. Maybe I'll do it in the next couple of days because I know like his mind right now he's completely out of it as of now. But yeah, I'll call him up a couple of days, maybe like a week or something when he has his mind calmed down after what happened, so he can process it. Yeah.
I hope you guys watch this game today. I really do, because if you're a real football fan, you like the beautiful game. You like watching pretty combo plays. You like watching intelligent attacking. You like watching goated goalkeepers, passionate defenders. This game had everything, bro. The skill, the quality in this game. And I think Bayern Munich was the only team left in this tournament that even had a chance against PSG. I just look at the way PSG composed their attacks, run the game through the midfield. Bayern was the only midfield that had a chance against them. I'm giving no team left in this tournament even a chance against PSG. All right, they're too good. The game had everything today. We had Anthony Taylor giving out red cards. We unfortunately had a really bad Musiala injury. Prayers to him. I hope he can get better because I feel like Bayern Munich has really been making some strides forward with company. I think they're a signing or two away from really being a serious Champions League contender. But I look at this PSG team, bro, and the way they go out today. Obviously, you know, any team out of the Real Madrid Dortmund, which whoever wins that game, I think Madrid, I don't know, they're going to have the luxury with no Pacho. next match, so he will be out. But oh my god, man, like Vitinha and Neves, watching them play, and even the goal that Dembele scored, where he missed a couple, but oh my god, the play Hakimi had to get Dembele open today was like, what the hell? Donnarumma is making his case best goalkeeper in the world. I think he is. The long shot stopping he has is incredible. He made the Olise save look easy. We got to see Prime Neuer today as well. We saw him make, Unk was making crazy saves and then literally slipped and almost conceded an open goal when he was building out at 30. But man, this game today was incredible. It was an amazing level from both teams. PSG ended up being decisive in the end. Dewey capitalized really well on a chance. And man, I just look at the rest of the tournament. Like, I know Fluminense is doing well, Chelsea's doing well. No team is beating PSG, man. I would throw all my money on PSG to win the rest. They're winning this, and I gotta see who is gonna even stop this team next season in Europe, because Enrique's got these guys happy. They're all staying. They're playing beautiful football. We're about to watch something special. I'm telling you, man. They're gonna run it up the next couple of years and win a lot of trophies, a lot of them.